All right, hello and good morning, good afternoon, good night. I don't know why I have my headset on because I don't need that when I stream to you guys. So welcome to another little Bo Beats coffee stream here in the afternoon. I got my new custom-made mug that one of you viewers sent me, and I customized it with my little family. We wrote some stuff on it, and here's a little sip of the coffee. So I hope everything is all right on your end. And here's a little intro. All right, so let me see. What are you guys saying in the chat room? Who is here? Let's see here. We have JT is here, Matthew's here, Alberto, and John. Good seeing everybody. Francisco, good seeing you as well. Hope everybody's having a pleasant afternoon here in, wherever you are in the world. Tristran, good seeing you as well. So let's see here if everything's coming through. So basically today I did a little bit of a poll over on Twitter. And yeah, we just did a little poll to see what we should do on today's live stream, and most of you wanted a coffee stream, so yeah, I went for that. Maybe we'll check out some gear as well. And welcome everybody. I hope everybody is getting the live feed. So here's a little sip. So what's up today? Well, I am... let's see. Are you guys not seeing... let's see here. We are... I'm going to type. We are live. Just refresh. We should be live. I think we're live. Are we live? Or am I coming through? You never know quite certain with these live streams. Am I? Yeah, I'm live. I think so. So guys, I hope everybody is having a good afternoon. And so today I thought we'd, just hang out, talk a little bit about music, about, a bit of that, a bit of different things. I got some new stuff that I want to show you, stuff that's coming up on the channel further down the line. Got some new equipment that I'm checking out, I'm going to review and make some videos with and so on. So that's something we're going to do, and I might pull out some synth or something and make something live here on the fly a little further down the road, if it's possible, if I manage to make this out of work. So yeah. Matthew says stupid YouTube. Yes, stupid YouTube. YouTube live streaming is a little bit of a oh wait, I hope the feed didn't just hope you didn't hear too much of the feed in the background. So, all right, I muted everything. So today was a little bit more of an improvised stream. I felt, just like it would be a good time to hang out, answer some questions. If you got any questions, just pop them down in the chat. I did consider making a review stream, but I did ask on Twitter, and most of you guys seem to want like a hangout stream today, so that's what we're going to do. We might test out some funny things later on in the stream. Matthew, I think you know what I'm talking about. We might check out what we talked about earlier later on the stream. I got something set up, so maybe if we got the time for it. So yeah. So guys, what time is it where you are at, and where are you in the world? I think I know where some of you are, but you can post your time, where you're at in the little chat room. So So what's up? Well, if you haven't been following Bo Beats closely, you might have missed that we have a forum for patrons. I just want to highlight it. So it's over on simplesynth.com. As you can see here, we have plenty of different discussions going on here as well. You can just check it out if you want to. That's something that you get if you're a patron, and it turned out pretty well. I'm not sure how many members we're up to at the moment, but yeah. Yeah. Nej. So my assistant, aka the wife, just asked if I wanted some more coffee, but I'm covered. I'm covered, guys. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, it's good. Yeah, and you can also become a patron here over on patreon.com/bowbeats. So with that out of the way, let's see here. We have Danielle Colombo from Italy. We have Techno from Italy. Anthony from Detroit, and it's 9 a.m. I suppose in Detroit. Yeah, getting down with Detroit. Graham is from Scotland, and it's 2:10. Yeah, it's like 1 hour earlier. Yeah, John. Yeah, you just want me to chill and talk about synths and enjoying that coffee. Yeah, yeah. So my ideas for the live stream is maybe to kind of, you know, of course I'll try to keep the format that we got going, but I also think that I want to expand a little bit on the live streams. Maybe make more of like a show, maybe with different segments. Not doing like a Sonic State thing, but rather having different segments. So I'm thinking that maybe I want, talking a little bit about news, talking, answering questions, communicating, but also showcasing some gear, and maybe also, and this is the new thing that I've been thinking a little bit about, maybe taking some caller questions. So especially for set up for primarily patrons, so the patrons could join in on the conversation. So not entire live stream, because of course I think most are not here to hear random conversations, but I think that taking a chunk, like a bit into the live stream, out of the live stream, and talking directly to you guys would be fun. And we can try it out. It's just something that we've been talking about over on the Patreon forum, and basically, I tried to set up a Discord server for it. So maybe that's something we're going to try. No promises how fun it will be. But imagine, for example, whenever there's a new piece of kit out, and if I'm covering it, we could, do a live stream, and people could actually call in, and we could chat, and we could discuss different topics. We could have different topics in regards to music production, in regards to, just whatever you guys want to talk about. So I think that could be a lot of fun as well. So yeah. So Rob says hello. Hello, Rob. Melbourne, Australia. It's 1 a.m. Yeah, Australia. You're so... Yeah, is it Monday? Is it like Monday night in Australia now? Because are you in front or behind? I'm super confused with Australians. Thomas is here. Checking it with a vanilla latte. Yeah, I'm drinking out of my special made mug here. So this mug, the Starbucks mug here, I'm not sponsored by Starbucks, but I was sent this by a viewer. Thank you so much. If you want to announce yourself in the chat, that's totally fine. I think I want to respect if you wanted to keep it private. But anyway, me and the daughter, we painted it. So you can see here it says Bow Beats, and we made a little synth on it over there, and YouTube, and just I put down some stats as well, current stuff like a memento or something to go back and look at in many years and wonder where I've been and what I've done. I even wrote down a couple of synth names over there, what I'm working with currently, like the Digitac, the Matrix Brute, the Circuit, the Minilogue. So yeah, that's what's up. Hello Ravi, good seeing you as well. Today we're not doing a review stream today. So basically with the review stream is that I try to do them every other week. So I did one last Sunday, and this Sunday is more of a coffee stream. Next Sunday, unfortunately, I won't be at home. I will be out and about, and I might hook up with Jacob Hack from Hack Attack and talk music, and maybe we can do a live stream, or maybe we can do something. Record something. I'm not sure. We've been talking about meeting up, and I'll be glad to hear if you guys have any suggestions what you want me to and Jacob to do. I'm not sure if we're going to meet at my hotel, or if I'm going to see his place, or depends I guess on what I got time for. So Predrag, good seeing you. Too bad I don't drink coffee. Yeah, Predrag, that's kind of a besides being a patron, I think you have to drink coffee to be here. Francisco says, finally catch you in a full live stream, Bo. Yeah, glad to have you. Mike Smith, good seeing you as well. So some good people over here. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy staying here. So what's up? Well, we do have some fun things that just came into the studio and into the office. And this showed up the other week. This is the Touché from Expressive E, I think is the name. So this is the Touché. It's a 4-dimensional pedal. So you have basically you have up, down, and sideways, and it's meant to be used with with your hands. So I don't think you should use your feet on it. And this is something that I'm working on a first video for it. So I won't demo it here on the live stream today, but I'm working on a first video. I think will come out on Thursday this week, if I'm not mistaken. And it's very interesting. Got CV, got MIDI I/O, USB, and I've tried it with the Analog 4 Mark II, and I've tried it with the Matrix Brute, and I think it's just very, very cool. Me and Gaz Williams, we talked a bit about it on my interview with Gaz, and I had I'd just been in contact with Expressive E about it, and he was he's really interested in it, and we talked the other day, and he said something like that the Expressive E, or sorry, the Touché is really like makes a synth more of an instrument, and I think in itself this is kind of an instrument, the way you can use it for tactile control. Now, will it add a lot to every single setup? I'm not sure. I mean, it's not for everyone, but it's definitely an interesting product for sure. Definitely very high end in my and not as acquired as you might acquired taste as you might think. It's still a very interesting, generally interesting product. I might even hook it up to the circuit. I just haven't figured out what parameters I want to change. But imagine, for example, if you push up on it, you push up and you send CC so that you do a high cut or low pass. You low pass with the filter, and you increase the reverb, for example, just to, or the other way around. Maybe you do a high pass and increase the reverb just to make like a transition effect or something. I mean, that could be a lot of fun. So this is coming up on the channel this week. So yeah. Karen French is here. Bo, it's Peter from Scotland. Hello, Peter from Scotland. I always try to make like a Scottish accent, but then the Scotch, they say, you sound more like the Irish. You sound more like the Irish. Probably because I went to Ireland sometime. I don't know how good that one was. JT, Hunter, good seeing you as well. We're all coffee nuts here. Yeah. Thomas says, I got gear acquisition syndrome, wishing for an MPC. Yeah, an MPC would be, I would love checking out the MPC Live or even the MPC X. That would be killer. But it's, it's such a big piece of kit that you really got to get into, and I don't often have the time to learn something as advanced, maybe. Matthew asks, did you order a monologue? Are you a member of the club now? No, sorry, I'm not a member of the monologue club. Well, I am technically, because I hold monologues online all the time, but I'm more a minilogue kind of guy. Jacob Hack, good seeing you. Jacob says, Bo, I've been wondering about the Touché myself. Looking forward to your vid. Yeah, Jacob, I think if you could use it, I guess you could use it with a iPad. That would be very dope, I think. With like a camera connection kit or USB hub. I think that could work out really nicely. John Whittaker, good seeing you. Let's see, that sounded Indian, mate. Okay, I'm not going to do an Indian accent. That's almost a little bit condescending, I suppose. Yeah. Tony Duncan, good seeing you. So Tony, we didn't do a review stream today. I opted out of that. I choose to do more of a chill out hangout stream, just talking a little bit about bits and pieces. How do you say in English? A little bit about that, this and that, I suppose you say in English. Yeah. Yeah, Matthew, I suppose that the touche that we talk about now could be used, or it should be usable, because it has a USB and you can send CC values over the USB. So, or you could just use the MIDI, I suppose, as well, just MIDI I/O. Yeah, of course it should be usable with the iOS device. So definitely, I think that could be, with the iOS device, it makes kind of sense also because of the tactile way you can use it. The thing with the touche is that you can really play it. Like, you can just, because you have a sensitivity knob here, so you can play the surface. Like, if I have this one here set up to one filter on the matrix boot and this one to one filter and sideways to reverb, you could go like slowly, like almost, it's a little bit sensual, you know, a little bit dirty. Like, oh baby, move it. Ah, yes. Something like that. Something like that. The touche should be used to pilot the Starship. Yeah, maybe. When you hook it up to the matrix boot, I suppose there's a bit of Starship vibe to it all. So definitely. So hope everybody's doing all right today. Today's a little coffee stream. We're just hanging out, drinking some coffee, talking about this and that. We might try out some fun community stuff later. But for now, we're just talking, hang out. If you have questions, stuff you want me to answer, stuff you want me to address, you can just hit me up. Oh, and I forgot to spam my links. So I'm just going to spam a link here. Let's see here. Live now. Come hang out. So I've also set up a Twitch streaming. Let's see here, a Twitch streaming address or Twitch account. Sorry, I was thinking about different things. So I've set up a Twitch account for streaming because I want to try the Twitch platform as well as YouTube's. I'm not really a big fan of streaming on YouTube, because streaming on YouTube is so much of a, you don't have the tools needed to really stream efficiently, and there's always a lot of problems with thumbnails and this and that. So I want to try out Twitch as well. Matthew, could you look up the link I sent and maybe post it in the chat if you can manage? I sent it on the forum, right? So yeah. So that's basically something I want to try out. So I'm just going to post a little link here as well. And the Twitch platform is, of course, it's something different than the YouTube platform, but I might try it out. So what I have in mind for the Twitch platform is to try and do more of a, like music making streams over there. So I'll keep like the formats I have over on YouTube. I won't migrate the stuff I do on YouTube, but I'll try and make like a music stream over there, just making some music, maybe, because sometimes Twitch also feels like it's very suitable for the longer formats rather than YouTube. Because on YouTube as well, you have the problem that like live streams show up in the feed, but a lot of my subscribers aren't into the live streams because the format is much longer. They're used to the more condensed videos. So that's it. So if you want to, Matthew, thank you so much, Matthew. So if you want to, you can go to the Twitch that Matthew sent you, and you can just click follow or create an account and follow me over there if you want to know what's up. Just to know if I'm streaming over there. So I don't have anything planned at the moment for the Twitch, other than that I want to try it out. But it's something that's coming along, I think. Predrag, exactly. Yeah, like Dead Mouse, something like that. Not that I compare myself in any way to Dead Mouse, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm just posting here if somebody wants to join in. Let's see here. So how has your weekend been, guys? Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing musically, what you've been up to. Have you checked anything out? Have you made some music? What's up? and I'm going to show you some stuff as well. I think if you're following me on if you've been following me on Facebook and Twitter, you know that I picked up some books that I want to show you. Let's see here. I picked up this book. So it's The Secret of Dance Music Production. So I bought it. It should be coming like in a week or so. And of course, I'll try and do a video talking a little bit about what I think about it. So The Secret of Dance Music Production. It seems like a really nice book. As you can see here, it's, you know, very graphic. And from, you know, the reviews I've seen, it does seem a little bit like they've taken stuff from their magazine and put it in a book. But, you know, it seems very nice. Seems very nice indeed. And I also picked up Making Music, the Ableton book. So let's see here. Yeah, this one. Making Music, Creative Strategies for Electronic Music Producers. So that's a book, you know, that has come highly recommended by a lot of people. And I felt like, yeah, it just felt more and more of an urge to check those books out, for sure. For sure. Predrag, what link did you want to post? Or was it the link that I talked about? Let's see here. So Floyd, good seeing you, Floyd. Floyd says, designing merch and we're working on a new album. That's super nice. That's super nice, Floyd. Hope it's coming along nicely. Let's see here. Athapian says, been playing around with presets on my Virus TI2 this week, trying to find a good sound for some synthwave. That's nice. It feels like it should be a nice synth for synthwave. Definitely. Let's see here. Neil Guy says, is the concept of Black Friday sales exhausting and consumerist? Are you asking me, Neil? Because I can't elaborate on that. Is that a question? Karen French says, been playing with the Moog 15 app. Oh, cool, Karen. Cool. I dig the sound of the Moog 15 app. I just haven't gotten around to really getting into like making sounds on it. I've said it before, and I got an upcoming video where I talk a little bit about this as well, that I just have such a hard time enjoying myself on an iPhone. I just don't really like playing stuff on the iPhone, you know, those kind of synths, you know, where you have to, you know, patch a lot. And I'd rather play with something like Oxy or, what else do you use? Beat Maker or something, because I can make a beat and make a little bit of a song on it. But I just have such a hard time with the Model 15 app because of all the patch cables that you have to drag on the tiny screen and whatnot. So yeah, let's see here. So the books. So this is the Ableton book, Making Music from Ableton, and let's see here. So that's one of the books that I've been checking out, and let's see here. I'm going to link the other one as well. This one here, and the making music with Ableton. That book. You can order it, I think, worldwide from Ableton, and Attack Magazine's book I actually bought from like a Swedish retailer. Just so check your local or your your online local bookstores for sure, definitely. Let's see here. Matthew says, also ordered the Ableton book, but I'll maybe get the other one too. I'm focusing on learning music theory for basics to evolve from making weird sounds to good melodies. Yeah, I feel you. The reason why I bought the books was basically three reasons. Firstly, because I wanted to see what they were about, because people have been talking a lot about them, and because I make videos and I talk about stuff, it's good for me to have a general understanding of it. Secondly, because I felt like I still have a lot of holes in my understanding of stuff, so I felt like reading them might, cover a couple of those holes. Have a couple of things that I feel, insecure about, or and stuff that I'm probably not enough, I don't have enough knowledge about. So definitely something I want to check and see, where I lie, if I understand most of it, or if there's a lot of new knowledge. And thirdly, I also think that the books can be really good inspiration for making videos, not just copy pasting stuff from the books, but rather, either talking about some of the points in the book, or maybe taking taking some of the approaches of the book and maybe applying it. Maybe I could do like, because I know, for example, in the Attack magazine book, there's a really well-received section with different layouts for songs, like different song structures. And because a lot of people ask about that, maybe I can do like a challenge where I use the book, you know, very overtly, like I talk about using the book, and I use that to make a song and then make a video about that, you know, like a challenge or something, for sure. So thank you, Jacob. Thank you. Let's see here. Sepulture, good seeing you. Just got a monologue and now I'm thinking about selling my microboot. But what do you think? Well, I think, you know, if you feel that basically if you don't have if money is an issue, and I guess it's an issue for most of us if you aren't like super rich, if you have two synths and you realize that you basically use just one of them, and because they kind of cover the same sonic ground, or if, you know, they have the same kind of functionality or similar functionality, then I might consider selling one of them. One thing, however, I think with the, let's see, is it the micro, is that the one with the CV? Because I always, or both have seaweed, both have seaweed, micro brute. So the micro brute has some kind of CV, yes? No? Yeah. So that's something to consider. This is, if somebody doesn't know, this is the micro brute. And that's something to consider because, of course, the monologue does not have it. So yeah. Let's see here. Good morning, Ganja. Good morning, good morning, fellow Bonetics. Yeah, good having you, Ganja. Jeff, good having you. Let's see here. Kulkin says Twitch seems to be a good option. A lot of creative channels there are really good, in my opinion. Yeah, good to know, Kulkin. And just to check, guys, if you do you use Twitch? That's my kind of question. Do you use Twitch? So let's do a little poll, guys. You don't have to type yes in the chat room. Let's do a poll here. Let's see here. Poll. Let's create a straw poll. Just, it's good for me to. Do you use twitch.tv? Let's see here. We have yes. We have no. Only occasionally. Is that correctly spelled even? I can't spell occasionally. Yeah, I spelled it correctly. Whoop! That's good. Only occasionally. Let's see here. Right, so here's a poll. Nice sounding keyboard. Yeah, I got it's my clickety clackety. It's my gaming. I got my gaming peripherals for streaming. I actually did some game streaming, but that was pretty bad and long ago. And yeah, won't do that again. I just didn't, I just didn't feel it. Yeah, I don't remember what kind of switches. I think they're red. I think they're Sherry. Is it called Sherry Red mechanical switches on the keyboard? It's the small one. I got the small keyboard. It's the one. It lacks the numpad. It's really tiny. I love that because I have tiny Trump hands. So, yeah. So what else is new here? So let's see here. What else is up? So these also came in, guys. Let me show you. If you've been following me on social media, you've probably seen me hype it. The mini jams arrived the other week. So I bought these through Kickstarter. I was one of the early birds, I think it's called. And so I've been supporting them. I've also made a couple of videos on them because I have the prototypes over there. And let's see here. Let's see if I can show you the difference. So here's like an early prototype, and here's the more finished version. This one is the more finished one, and they've definitely upgraded some stuff on them. The knobs are much better. The knobs have a lot more resistance to them on the real ones, and yeah, they're just very cool. So there's the Tech Waves. It's a little, I think it's called Wavetable synthesizer. It sounds okay. You can do a lot of different sounds with it, but it doesn't have that kind of, it's not hi-fi type sound. It's quite lo-fi. And then you have the Tech Drum, which sounds really cool. We can probably plug it in later and I can show you some sounds on it. This one I really like, the Tech Drum, definitely. You can do some cool stuff with it. And then there's the Hub, which is like a mixer. And it's a mixer and it can send sync. So pulse, like a pulse, like a, how do you say? Click pulse or something. And you have 3 different channels. You can of course use it for like a PO or a Volca or something as well. They do not have MIDI though. That's a big problem. And here's the coolest thing I think on this. It's the filter. So this is a band pass and low pass filter with frequency and resonance knobs here. And it sounds pretty cool. You can really, when you add it to say the drums, I think it sounds really cool. So I think that's up. When will the mini drums be on the regular market? I'm not sure, Amelia. I'm not sure when they're hitting the stores, Amelia. I haven't talked to them about it. Yeah, I think it's only pre-orders. Yeah, definitely. And I think for basically what you're paying, so I call them the Volca killers. I will make a video joking about that. But in truth, to give you a little preview, they are not Volca killers, but they're more like Volca siblings, like the stepchilds of the Volca or something, because they don't have the same kind of usability as a Volca, because they lack MIDI and they are definitely more narrow in terms of what you can achieve with them. Let me see if it's possible. Yeah, Amelia, yeah, that's kind of it's kind of funny, the Volca thing. It's definitely something I want to talk a little bit about on in a more structured format. So and yeah. So what else did I think about when it comes to these? Well, my favorite is of course the drum machine, because it's really cool, and one thing I really dig is they have an internal battery, and you charge. I don't like when you charge via USB, but that's just how it is nowadays for cheaper products, I suppose. And you have such a how do you say? And you can see it with the lights on. And you have a lot of options here when it comes to the sound. You have different effects depending on the sounds, and you can parameter lock each step. Definitely. So there, there's a lot of things you can customize on the sounds. So I managed to make some pretty decent sounds on it. So pretty cool. And definitely, I mean, you get a lot of utility, because the hub has a record mode as well. So on the hub, you can just insert a micro SD card, and then you can record onto the SD card. Just press record and it records. I did have some issues on the beta, or like the prototypes. I haven't tried it yet because I couldn't find my micro SD card. But I hope that everything's fixed. Now, of course, it's a product, it's very hard to show, but it's very plasticky, and it's very like DIY feeling for me. It's very like, but also this is something I'll go, Jacob knows that I'll be going to Stockholm in a little while, and we might hang out as well. And I might bring some of these, because I feel like there's something you can bring with you easily. It's not something you have to be worried about breaking or something. Richard Kerr, good seeing you. Crema Cafe, good seeing you as well here. Crema, I can't speak today. Your name is always messing with my brain. Crema Cafe Design. Good supporters of the stream. Got a lot of their products sitting over there. My stuff is on the Crema Cafe stands. And like somebody said, like I saw one of your posts, Crema, that somebody said that they're like elegant and versatile. And I definitely think that Crema Cafe stuff is worth checking out. You know what? Let's Crema Cafe Design. Let's bring up the link with my clickety-clackety keyboard. So if you guys want to check out the stands, here's the link. They've been very supportive of my channel, and if you like elegant solutions, they are definitely the way to go, in my opinion. And we're also doing a straw poll, guys. I'm just checking out if you guys are into Twitch, because I have made a Twitch channel. So if you want to go and straw poll, you can just give me some information about if you use Twitch, if you don't use Twitch, just to give me an idea if it's something that you are able to check out, because I think I will be trying to stream over there as well. Basically, I'm trying to branch out a little bit on different platforms, because different platforms have different demographics and different strengths and whatnot. So definitely. No problem, Crema, no problem. Let's see here. Douglas says, I'm interested in taking my DAW created music to a live environment. What hardware device would be best to play out stems of my tracks and mute solo them in real time? Douglas, maybe an Octatrack, like an Octatrack, Octatrack Mark 1. They are going for cheap right now. So Octatrack Mark 1 would be really nice. Mark 2 would be really nice. You have the Pioneer, the SP, it's called SP something, SP16 or whatever it's called, Pioneer. I think you could use that one as well. MPC Live would be interesting as well, but I think the MPC Live is the one that is closest to taking like a computer on stage in terms of usability, definitely. Okay, Douglas, nice hearing. So yes, there's a very well-established music producer community on Twitch, and you'll gain a very receptive audience. Most labels don't use not enough hardware. Exactly, Douglas. So what I'm thinking for the Twitch is that I want to do, because, okay, so YouTube is great, but for streaming, YouTube is a little bit more, well, it's just not, there's this conflict between the structured content and the streams. For example, I can't post my streams regularly to YouTube because that will mess up the algorithm, because a stream usually gets a lot less views because, of course, it's long format and it's maybe not super entertaining to a large majority. Maybe a smaller portion of the subscribers are into it. So that's why I want to see if I can stream somewhere else. Now, Facebook is kind of out of the question because Facebook is not a good video platform whatsoever. It's more a promotional platform to promote your brand, promote awareness, you know, images, quick stuff. If you look at my videos, if I look at my videos on YouTube compared to like view time, the view time is insanely much better on YouTube compared to Facebook, because the attention span of viewers on Facebook is so low. It's just a different format. So yeah. So definitely something I will be checking out. Yeah, YouTube is crap for streaming. Yeah, YouTube is a very nice video platform, but the problem is, of course, the scheduling of events on YouTube with live streams is horrible. Just the entire like technical backbone of streaming on YouTube is not on par. Richard, sorry man, you have the flu. That sucks. That sucks. Pretam Perek says, please make videos for best plugins for use in recording. So Pretam, I will make more videos about plugins. It's just I have a lot of on my plate, and plugins is not something I'm totally into at the moment. So it's something, you know, you have to wait a little bit. I will do more software stuff, but it's just that I haven't figured out a fun way to do it, you know, with consistency. So going back to Twitch, what I want to do is more like long format streams, maybe do like 2, 3, 4 hours music making, kind of like deadmau5, kind of like some other guys that I've seen over there, really talented people, but focusing a little bit more on hardware stuff, maybe like do a hardware rig live stream, and interact as well. So that's something I've been considering doing over on Twitch. Matthew, could you link the Twitch again, please? Yeah, Renee, that's true with the YouTube as built-in Google Plus posting. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the problem is still with YouTube is I think the problem is that it's just the conflict I'm seeing is the kind of the conflict between the long format videos and the short format videos and how the algorithm treats it. And I've read a little bit about that, and yeah, streams can be really good if you know if you're on topic. So if I make like interviews will stick on YouTube, of course. If I do like structured podcasts or something, or if I do like I do a live, checking something out live, now that's one thing. But these more social streams that are longer, they're more like they're more streamy in a sense, you know, with less of a topic. They are harder to do on YouTube, I think. Sinister, good seeing you as well. Definitely, but I won't go and leave YouTube streaming. Definitely not. I love being on YouTube, but it's just branching out is good. Thank you, Predrag. Thank you, guys. And Richard is getting some flu advice. My flu advice is picking up something small like the mini jams, staying in bed, trying to play. I don't know. I'm bad at being sick. So let's see here. How's the results on the straw poll going? Okay, so some people, most people are not using Twitch, and some people are. But that's also good to know, because of course branching out is a little bit about finding different demographics of people, for sure. For sure. So you know, it's just trying different things. On another note, I have been, and I want to show you guys something as well here. Let's see here. I have been posting more videos over on Facebook. So let me see here. Let's see here. I think most of you are following me over on Facebook, and I just wanted to kind of tell you basically. Let's see here. So over on Bobby's Music here on Facebook, I have been posting some of my older videos again, just because I think that some videos, maybe because it was the summer and so on, didn't get that great of a reception on YouTube, so I tried posting it again over on Facebook, and that's something I will do. YouTube will always have kind of priority, so I'll post everything first on YouTube, and I have a couple of videos already uploaded that will be, will be uploaded or published on Facebook later on, but it's just something that I will do for to garner a little bit more attention, and something I've seen other YouTubers do that I think are is interesting strategy. I hope the sound didn't come through from the video. No, it didn't. So yeah, that's something good to know, I think. So what else is up? I talked a little bit about earlier that I bought 2 new books, The Secret of Dance Music Production and Making Music from Ableton. So that's coming up as well. Definitely. Neil asks, do you have a peak or circuit mono station yet? No, Neil, I have neither. No peak, no mono station. I've been talking a little bit to Innovation about it, but it's not something that we've been able to work out. Definitely. Yeah, Richard, I've got two books about music production. This is one here. Okay, Sinister, you asking about the new toys? These are the mini jams. They came this week. So the mini jams we talked a little bit about earlier. I'm going to check them out in a video. I still have, this is the prototype, and this is the finished one. And the finished one is a lot better than the prototypes when it came to build quality. We also I showed you guys this came this week, the Touche from Expressive E. So let me link that if you haven't seen it. So let's see here, Expressive E Touche. So it's a pedal that you use with your hand and that you use to control stuff in 4 dimensions. So it's this one, and you basically go up, down, sideways, and you can basically just touch it with your finger to send values. CV, MIDI, yeah, all the good stuff. Video coming out on Thursday, I think, if everything goes to plan. So that's something that's coming up as well. I've just been playing around with it and testing it out, and it's definitely a very cool product. Definitely. It's kind of heavy. But you have it, you have it on the table and you just play it. It's definitely well built. It's an expensive product, definitely. I think it's 300, 400 euros. So yeah, it's expensive. It's kind of premium high-end stuff, but it's very, very cool. Much cooler. In theory, when you say like, yeah, it's like a 4-way controller, you can control 4 parameters. Well, you can control more depending on how you set it up. But in practice, when you touch it and when you touch the touche, it's very different. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's basically a total change of how you play keyboard. Yeah, definitely, Matthew. Yeah, the Aurea ring looks very cool as well, but the Aurea looks crazy. I felt, Matthew, I thought about connecting with them, but I felt like the Aurea was almost too crazy for me. I mean, I'm not really a good keyboard player. Let's see here. Rob says, Matthew, I got Peak this week. Love it. I tossed up between this and the A4. I'm glad I got the Peak. Yeah, I think comparing like the A4 and the Peak, they are very different machines. The Peak is much more like standard, middle of the road. You can do more of the bread and butter stuff with it, for sure. For sure. Let's see here. Richard asks, is the new Octatrack way better than the old? I wouldn't say way better. I'd just say it's a nice physical update, quicker workflow, will probably last longer because of the physical updates, because the old one was it wasn't prone to breaking, but of course there was some problems with the slider, I think, the fader. So yeah. Rob asks, hey, anyone know anything about Scorp Pyramid? Could Bo give us some thoughts or do a review at some stage? So the Pyramid is one product that it's highly unlikely that I will look at, because I guess, if they reach out and they want me to cover it somehow on my channel, I might do it, but it's probably not something that I will buy because I don't really have any use for it, and it's something that takes a lot of time to learn and really cover and talk about. I feel like I have so many different MIDI sequencers already that it's probably not something that I have the time to get into that much. So it's not very likely. No, Richard, I haven't read the books. I just bought them. Let's see here. Douglas asks, what hardware synths would you recommend for an entry-level DAWless hybrid setup? I've already demoed the Digitech and Circuit original Monostation and fell in love. Yeah, so Douglas, yeah, for like a totally DAWless setup, I would definitely go with something like a Digitect or a Circuit or a Electribe 2 as a kind of entry. I wouldn't go with like the Monostation to start with. I would go with like a Circuit, Digitect, or Electribe 2, or maybe an Octatrack. Maybe an Octatrack is not really entry level though. But any of those 4. And I would add something like a Minilogue, a Base Station 2, an Ultranova, yeah, like a Minitar maybe, maybe a Dreadbox, even like an Erebus maybe. Yeah, just add like you have a sequencer, and then you have like a sequencer with sound capabilities like a Digitect or Electribe or something like that, and then you add your then you add your synth on top of that, like a dedicated synth. Why I wouldn't choose a mono station is because I feel like it's sonically quite limited. It's like a limited bass station basically. So it's very intriguing, very interesting, but it's not something I would like build my system upon. I would rather like have it like a bonus thing on the something on the side, guys. Something on the side, just a little on the side. Thomas says, yeah, I got gear acquisition syndrome wishing for a Korg Electra sampler. I would love to have a Korg Electra actually, because I want to test it, I want to try it, because a lot of people ask me about it, so that would be really fun to use it, and I think I would dig the workflow. Korg Odyssey would work nice as well. Yeah, just having like a Korg Odyssey on top of a Digitact or something like that. Synthstrom Deluge, yeah, that's a nice synth and sequencer as well. I just haven't, it's hard for me to tell because it's such a deep synth skull and deep system, deep workstation that it's kind of hard for me to judge, but it looks really nice as well. So Douglas, what I'm saying is that if you go for a circuit or like a Digitact would give you sampling, it would give you nice MIDI sequencing, definitely. Like you can do some really good stuff with it. The circuit doesn't give you the kind of deep MIDI sequencing that you have with the Digitact or an Octatrack. But instead you get two sound engines, two synth engines, which are very nice. Or rather, it's the same synth engine, but of course it's on a with two 6-voice synths, so that's something to compare. Or you could go Digitact plus circuit. Now that's an interesting setup for sure. Let's see here. Joe, what did you you said Weibo? Joe, what did you good seeing you, by the way, Joe, if I didn't say hello. What did you ask, Bo? Tone Laxis says, love my bass station too. Yeah, I dig it. I got mine over there. I think it's really cool, the bass station 2, and I still haven't gotten around to do like a first look at it. I will do a video on it. I promise, guys. I promise. I have shot some really beautiful, like I have from this summer. I shot some really nice outdoor shots of the bass station 2. Okay, Joe. Good seeing you. Good seeing you as well. Yeah, Richard, exactly. The sequencing is a little bit limited, definitely. Okay, cool, Douglas. Sure, tweet at me. Do you have my Twitter right? You can see my Twitter down there. There's my Twitter, the Bo Beats Music. So just tweet at me, Douglas. Totally cool, definitely. I think I'll live stream on Twitch maybe. Yeah, maybe in this sometime November, I think. So that's what's up. Should we listen to something? Yeah, we can play something. So let me play you. I think some of you have already heard this tune, but this is one of my upcoming releases. So I just need a little talking break. So I'm going to play you an upcoming release, and if you have questions, just put them down there. And I'll get to them. So let's see here. So this is an upcoming release, I think. Let's see if it works.
Morning, night, sun, stars. Discrepancy. Control the free and dead or alive. discrepancies. Control the free and dead or alive.
So we listened to a new track that I'm working on, or not working on, it's actually, yeah, I finished it, and this was made purely on the Digitact. So it's, you know, I could probably do the mixing even better, I could probably do, you know, a lot of things better on it, but I really like the kind of crude, like rough feel of it, and it's basically, I've just used samples that, I used like a fika sample, like somebody slurping their, like, slurping their coffee and like hitting a glass. That was Carl Mikael from the Cab Curio YouTube channel, and I used that to make the synth sounds, and I just recorded some vocals into the Digitact, and I think it turned out pretty cool. So that's definitely definitely coming out soon. So I'm working on a video. I think I'll do a video on audio rate modulation. So audio rate modulation would be kind of the topic of the video, and I'll do a release of the song because there's a lot of audio rate modulation going on. So definitely. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's me singing in the song. Definitely. I got a... Oh, guys, can I play you something? Okay, guys, can I play you a demo of something that might be cheesy? Can I play you? Do I dare play you a demo? Okay, so let's play a demo. Let me play you guys a demo. So I'm not a singer, okay? So you guys know that, right? You know I'm not a singer, but I do enjoy singing. Does that make sense? I do enjoy singing, and I want to play you something, and you just want to gauge what you think. This is kind of borderline cheesy, I guess, but it's, I don't know, I just love this kind of music, and to be honest, it's something I really want to make more of, the kind of where I sing and stuff. So let me see if I can... This is something I worked on the other day when my computer crashed. Super annoying. Let me bring it up. So this is a song where I'm, you know, lay down some vocals. You know, I think that the general idea of the song works really nicely. So, but maybe I should, you know, bring in another singer or something. I'm not sure. It's been a project I've been working on for quite a while. So let me see here if I can find it. Well, I don't know. Wait, what the hell was the name of the song? I can't remember the file. Let me see if I can find it. I just felt like showing it to you guys, because maybe, you know, maybe if some of you can relate, and maybe you can get some, you know, some strength and satisfaction, or you know, just get the feeling that, you know, you don't have to be an excellent singer to try and, you know, put stuff down. Let me just see here. It's kind of dark. It's kind of a dark song. I can't remember, where did I put it? Bree Beats. What? Yeah, it's called, well, it's not that, it's not without the tune, dude. It's not that, you know, it's not that the pitch is bothering that much. You know, if I sing a song slightly out of pitch, I don't really care that much. I mean, there's a lot of people who can't sing perfectly. I mean, there's a lot of really talented people, really appreciated people that can't really sing perfectly. That's not it. It's more, you know, it's more a personal thing. You know, if you feel accustomed, feel good singing, if you feel secure singing. I think it's more something like that, So it's let's see here. I'm just searching here, see if I can remember what the name was. Well, I'll get back to that. I'll think a little bit about the song. I think the name will pop up. Richard is asking, is that the one you did over guitar randomly? So I'm not sure, Richard. Yeah, maybe I worked on that. Yeah, Richard, did you see it on Instagram, maybe? Richard? Did you see it on Instagram? Because I did post on Instagram one of the songs, and it's something something I've been working on. Let's see here. Hello, Disco. Good seeing you as well. And George, I didn't say hello to you earlier, but hello, Dave Chippy. Dave Chippy is in the house. Let's see here. Bo Conqueso. Lina, good seeing you as well. Let's see here. See if I missed any questions. Douglas asked, Bo, ever had crashing issues with the Digitech? Yes, of course. Yeah, my Digitech has crashed as well sometimes. Not that much. It's not really been a big problem, but it does crash on occasion. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find the song that I was talking about. So I started working again on a song. And of course, showing stuff work in progress as always. But you guys are very, very, how do you say? Well, you guys show me stuff work in progress. So maybe I should show you some work in progress as well. I just can't figure out what the hell was the name. It just slipped my mind. Well, I'm looking here. She is awesome. Yeah, I can, that's a big drawback I have. I can't really, in general, I have a hard time distinguishing between, the fine line between cheesy and because sometimes, something can be like on the right side of cheesy, if that makes sense. And I just find it a little bit difficult. That's not something I'm very good at. I just find it difficult sometimes to ascertain, whether it's cheesy in a good sense or cheesy in a bad sense. So okay, while I'm looking for it, guys, let me play you something totally different. Some of you guys have heard this already. This is totally different. Let me play you something I made that is totally different from what I usually do, guys. So let's play it, and I can look up the song. all right. We got some grooves going. So this is my wife's favorite song, and of course, it's very far from all the stuff I usually do. So this is more like a swing song with some synths in it. You know, it's just something I explored like a couple of years ago. I didn't really, make a lot of songs in this kind of genre. I love to just explore and trying out different styles and, seeing if something, gets me going. And I see some good comments here as well. We need some nice vocals. Would be nice on this as well. Definitely some nice vocals. I feel like it's this kind of song where you could do with some vocals. And of course, you could do a lot of things. It would be really nice with like a real live brass band, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, thank you, JT. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a good song, definitely. Yeah, Lina, exactly. Yeah, probably. I should probably do some, there's a lot of structuring that probably should be done on that kind of song, letting stuff breathe more, definitely. Because it's kind of but yeah. Okay, Dave, I didn't know electro swing is a thing now. It's the right time to publish this. Damn, yeah, I got it up on the YouTubes. Just pushed it, published it. Like, when did I put it out? Okay, so it was in April this year. But I didn't really, have that. I think I had like 100 subscribers in April or something. So yeah. Or yeah, in 2016, not 2017. Yeah, so yeah. Nice, Floyd. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Dikarmichu, something. I don't know how do you want your name pronounced. One idea I've had for a while is to add an electronic drum kit like a Yamaha. I don't know what that is. Let's see here, Yamaha, blah blah blah. Let's me see if I can Google that. Oh yeah, you mean like a real electronic drum kit? Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool. I can't play drum for shit, but I want, like if I had enough space, I would definitely get one just to learn. But I'm not sure. I'm totally the wrong person to say if it would take your time to learn how to play drums. For me, it would probably take a lot of. To do it. Lina asks, what is the double bass sound? So nice to hear that. So the double bass. The double bass on that track that I just played, let me think. That's a sample. So it's a double bass sample. It's a loop from a Loopmasters kit, I think. I'm not sure. I made it 3 years ago or something. That I cut up. I cut it up and I rearranged it to a different melody, if you want to say that, different groove, because it had such a nice slap to it. It had this real vibe to it, and yeah, so that's what I used. Definitely. Studio Geek, I got your Twitter, but no music today, Studio Geek. Let's see here. Yeah, thank you, Lina. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a cool track. I dig it. But I think... oh, yeah, Renee has a good idea here as well. Loop the counter bass over drums for a few bars for a solo. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's see here. Joey asks, Bo, I might have missed it before, but I was saying that I'm torn between the Digitact or build a PC for music stuff. Joe, I'm not sure. So the Digitact is really cool. Like, I played my song that I made on the Digitact earlier. Like, you can do a lot of stuff. But honestly, Joe, I think you should go for a PC. Like, I think there's if you're not super comfortable like making music DAW-lessly or in a very limited setting or have a ton of experience, I think in general the best way is always to go for a computer. It's just a standard route. Computer, DAW, learn it, use it, make great songs. I mean, it's really an interesting, good way to prosper, and yeah, definitely. So let's see here. So what have we been talking? If you're here, good seeing everybody here, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. We're going to stream for a little while longer. What have we been talking about so far? We've been talking a little bit about the touche or touch E, which I called it touch E first time because I kind of misremembered because the company's name is Expressive E, so touch E, haha. But it's really touchy feeling. It's a really nice pedal. We talked a little bit about the newly released mini jams that are released for everybody who's been a Kickstarter supporter, and they are very cool. They're coming up in a video. We have also been talking a little bit about this and that. I played you some music, and I also want to highlight that we have, if you want to become a Patreon, you also get access to the simplysynth.com forum. So basically you have to become a Patreon, a monthly supporter. You support me with a little money every month for keeping, doing all the YouTubes, doing the live streams and whatnot. And as a bonus, you get access to this very cool little forum. So that's something you can do if you want to. And my Patreon, do I have it open somewhere? Maybe I do. Maybe I can't see it. Whatever. You all know the links are in the description if that's something you want to check out. Matthew, thank you for posting. Matthew, maybe you can post the Patreon as well. It's all the links. Matthew is he's my little community man. He's my community man. Matthew actually won. Hope you're okay with me outing this. Matthew actually won the giveaway for the Thrill from Native Instruments. So that's very cool as well. Definitely. Studio Geek is asking, how's my iMac? Yeah, my iMac is doing fine. That's an old 2011 iMac, but it's slow. The hard drive is really slow, and it crashed on me. So, Braveheart, good seeing you as well. So, let's see here. Okay, so I told you that I would play something. Okay, so here's some, guys, be nice, be gentle. This is working in progress. So let me play to you. This is something I've been working on for a while. So I'm not sure what I want to do with this song, if I want to release it, if it's too, if it doesn't work really. But it's something, I guess it's something I'm working on. And yeah, I think you guys can appreciate the idea here. So let's see here. Stranger Hurts, by the way, good seeing you as a fellow Swede from my city, I think. You're from my city, right, Stranger? So good having you here, and I hope you have a good afternoon. So here's a song I've been working on, and I think it's might work. I'm not sure.
I could show you to a land that's unknown. I could show you to a world far beyond. You let me tell you about losing all control. It's a sad, a little story I've been told.
right, yeah, so this is something I've been working on for quite a while, actually, the song. It's just, you know, this is one of those songs that kind of stuck with me, and I'm still, you know, I'm still not sure about, you know, exactly the vocals, but I think you get kind of melody and the kind of feel that I'm going for, and it's kind of borderline cheesy, but at the same time dark, and it's, yeah, maybe a little Italian or something, like South Europe, I don't know, with the, yeah, I don't know. It's just something about these kind of tracks that I dig. It's not very mainstream, I suppose, but yeah. So, yeah. So Richard, yeah, the one you remember was I Don't Know. Yeah, okay, I Don't Know. Yeah, Richard, I think, you know, I think that's one. I think that one you're referring to is actually published on Spotify. I think the one where I'm saying, I don't. Oh no! Wait, maybe that's just a demo. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a demo, Richard. I think I know which one you're saying. Should I do it? I should be nude when I do the video. That seems to be a prevalent idea here. Okay, guys. Okay, that kind of took a turn for the worse. No nude. Yeah. So for that song, I should, you know, be bare-breasted and, you know, yeah, doing the no. Yeah, well, JT, I don't know. I mean, it's. I guess it's kind of, you know, I said it before, JT, that I think it's hard sometimes to know if it's something, you know, when you're upfront about something, you know, you have kind of this a little bit of a more dramatic sound, and you sing in a little bit more dramatic way, or you kind of expressing something, and you're using these kind of melodies and sounds. You know, sometimes I feel like I borderline the cheesy side. It's just something I'm insecure about, I suppose. So yeah. No to nude. Yeah, so Lina puts it very well. It's hard to listen to yourself singing, period. I feel, yeah, definitely. And it's and especially if you're not like if you're not a trained vocalist like I am. I'm self-taught, and basically, you know, I've never really had any confidence in my own voice up until just a couple of years ago, basically, where I start with the rapping and like 15 years ago maybe or something, and you know, that was kind of working out a little bit, but I wasn't really into that whole culture, and I started to sing a little bit. But it's, yeah, it's something I'm working on, definitely. So Sinister, I think that I agree. Yeah, the singing is very helpful in some ways. It's not really a new direction though. A lot of the vocal stuff is like 5 years old or 7 years old. It's, you know, it's just that on YouTube stuff is. It's kind of funny with the YouTube, the way I kind of put stuff out there. It's time relative, you could say. So basically, this is a song. This song is from 2015, basically. Thank you, JT. Thank you. It's good to hear, and I love, you know, showing you guys some work in progress. Definitely. If you do a lot of cheese, eventually you become serious and wish you could do cheesy again. Probably, Richard. That's a good way to put it. So let's see here. Do you own any DSI products? I've seen the OB6 and Prophet 12, but never played a Pro 2. No, I don't own any DSI products. It's actually a synthesizer company that I would love to work with. Definitely. Yes, Sinister. Yes. So one very common question I do get is like, why is your music in some of the videos bad? And where's your music? Those two questions. And the thing is, when I do like synth demos, I'm always a little bit time starved. So I output a lot of stuff, and I could probably, you know, cut down and focus more on quality. But YouTube is kind of a quantitative format and forum. And I do want to stay current, and I want to, you know, have a good video output. So it's taking a lot of time for me to learn how to make videos and at the same time make good, decent music quality, music content for the videos. So that's been kind of a struggle. But also because a lot of the videos are about showcasing different functions. It's not about showcasing like my skill level or something. if you compare me to like Red Means Recording, now he's of course a lot better with video work. He's insanely good with video. You know, I can probably never reach his level because I'm simply not interested and talented enough to do that. But the music, I mean, he's so into his music, and his videos are just an extension of his music. My videos are not an extension of my music. My videos are an educational platform, and somewhat semi-entertaining maybe, but educational for the most part. So that's a totally different idea, and sometimes people kind of confuse the two things. So if I would, were to do videos about my music, firstly, I don't think I would do that, because I think it's like, I want to make some videos about my music, but not entirely base my YouTube on my musicality. I'd rather, teach and show different tips and tricks and so on. And as you might note, people like Andrew Huang and Red Means Recording, they are more mainstream in the sense that they make videos about their music, which happens to be kind of mainstream music in a sense, and not in a bad sense in any way. They do great music, but they don't do like super long tutorials, or do the kind of educational content. But it's still educational in some sense, of course. So it's very different content, and of course I try to bridge it and bring in as much as possible of my music into my videos. But sometimes it's hard, because since I'm not focused on showcasing my musical process, really, my personal musical process that much, and it's just a bridge, it's something I need to bridge. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I have a lot of music and a lot of stuff that I don't show, and a lot of things going on behind the scenes that are still kind of, it's still something I want to show more and explore more on camera, but it's just not something that's been easy for me to do with my kind of format and what I want to do. So yeah, that's basically my thought process. Yeah. So let's see here. Thapian says Pro 2 is very awesome, extremely deep, but I played rarely since I'm more a player than a sound designer. Yeah, I can imagine Pro 2 being more for sound design, mono, very deep. Yeah, it seems very definitely. Red Means Recording has mad production skills. He's so good. I mean, he's so good. Definitely. Thank you, Neil. So I try to balance stuff, Neil. But it's of course a balance between just different things. It's just a balance between what I want to do with my time, finding like nice angles, talking about reviewing stuff, talking about creativity aspects. I got a new I got a new talking video coming out in a couple of weeks, talking a little bit about the synth community and different aspects of that. So it's just, I try to change it up a bit. So Dave says, when I found you and subbed, you were doing circuit tutorials, and in my opinion you had more soul, and I felt better connection with that with a lot of other people. Well, thank you, Dave. And I try to bring my soul into it, of course, in what I'm doing, regardless of what piece of equipment I'm working with, definitely. But it's been a journey for me as well, going into this platform, the live streams, the review streams, the interviews, doing tutorials, doing jamming videos, it's just been a journey, I guess. And you guys and girls have been following me on that journey, and I think if you look back at the content that I've been producing this autumn, you can see that I'm kind of finding a kind of a balance between different things, and trying to stick to formats that I think work for me. So thank you, Studio Geek. Thank you. Oh, and congratulations, Studio, being 13. That's nice. That's very nice. Drumsynth says, or asks, Bo, it seems like you put out a good amount of videos. Do you have any rough estimates of the number of hours you spend per week? Man, if you'd ask my wife, she would say way too many hours. It depends from week to week, But I do this, if you guys don't know, I work with the YouTube side of things for about like 50% of my time. So I have roughly like 2 days every week that I can spend on it, like 2 full days. So that helps out, of course. I guess I spend about three working days, like 3 full working days at least every week. But I, of course, work long hours every night. I work often on the weekends, like today. Today I probably, will end up working like 4 hours today, maybe 5. So definitely. Line asks, how long since you switched from a day job? So I'm still working 50% at my university where I teach, and I teach educational science. So I'm a teacher. I teach the teachers. And I also do private consulting. Since I'm a licensed psychotherapist and licensed teacher, I do leadership consulting basically. So I consult and teach people about leadership. So I do that. And then I do the YouTubes and the creative things. And I probably work like 150%, I guess 200% maybe, depending on how you look at it. So I work a lot. And I switched. I left my job at a healthcare clinic as a psychotherapist this April. So and I've been there for about 7 years before that. So had hundreds of patients, basically. And I've done a couple of videos, talking about it. I just felt like the timing was right to do something else, to try and work more privately, trying to work more creatively. I did feel a little bit exhausted from all the patient interactions that I had. I've been considering doing like a psychology YouTube as well, but it's so close to the work I was doing, so I haven't felt like it. I've been more into music and so on. Definitely. Yeah, so that's basically my kind of what I've been doing. So this summer was basically just getting switching. So basically from April, the entire summer was basically a process for me switching from being so tied up, because I had worked. I was responsible for 2 psychotherapy offices, 2 different ones, and the university, and I also did like my masters, another additional masters for a couple of years, and I went from that to basically working only at uni and being self-employed. So that was, of course, a switch this summer. So it's something, and I'm very thankful, guys and girls, everybody, for all the support. And I know that, I have a lot of things I can improve upon when it comes to my channel, but I think we are heading in the right direction for sure. The Atomic Tom says, do a video on the psychology of gas. Definitely, I will do. That's a topic I definitely want to address. The psychology of gas, definitely. Yeah, it's enough to drive anyone crazy. Yeah, you get, when you work too much, you do get a little tunnel visioned, and definitely. So you need to take care of yourself. That's for sure. Let's see if I missed any. If I missed any of your questions, feel free, just post them if they're synth related. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, if you have any music questions, just post them. That's what the streams are for, my dudes. And we've talked about the Touche. The Touche video is coming on Thursday. Tomorrow, everybody, tomorrow is actually the day I will finally be releasing the Patch Bay episode of the Perfect Home Studio series. So I know that sometimes I say like this is part 1 and then it takes like half a year for part 2. It's because I'm inconsistent, but I'm working on that on my behalf. Because I like new things. I'm a little bit ADHD in that sense. I like new things all the time, exploring. Not sticking to the same formula. But I have made part 3. It's coming tomorrow. The Patch Bay episode. I'll be talking. It's a longer episode. I'll showcase my setup, how things are kind of connected, the idea behind it. I'll go through different Patch Bay configurations. It's pretty basic, so if you don't have a good understanding of this already, it could be a good video. I also think that the video and audio work is pretty decent on it as well, so it's something I try to improve. And I also have part 4 pretty much done. So part 4 will come out soon, where I'll talk a little bit about some studio upgrades and so on, because I think it's a fun series. It's kind of a mesh between GAS, gear acquisition syndrome, talking about cool stuff, as well as showing how some stuff works. So it's a little bit of education and gear GAS triggering stuff as well. So definitely. Good things take time. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's super good, but it's, yeah. Richard, good having you. Hope to see you later. Yeah, that's very cool. The lyrics. I know you guys, you wrote some lyrics in the chat, but it's hard for me to keep track of everything. It's kind of hard to follow every conversation. Yeah, the Focusrite interface is very nice. Thomas says gear acquisition syndrome, wishing for a Machine Mark II. Yeah, I know. It's or Machine Mark II or 3, which is it? So let's see here. And if you're here and haven't hit the thumbs up button, please consider doing so. And what else did we have lined up? So I guess let's see here. What else did I have? I had something I thought about. Well, if you have any other questions, just drop them and I'll get to them. I did have something that I was thinking about. Well, yeah, there's the new studio video coming tomorrow, and then there's the Touche video on Thursday, and I think there'll be another studio video in like a couple of weeks. So I basically got episodes 4 and 5 done, working on episode 3 and 4 are done, working on episode 5 as well. And there are also some other videos. I'm working on a Digitac tutorial. I know that's been long coming, so that's something I'm going to do. Something on the mini jams as well, definitely. Okay. A duet about gas with my wife. Okay, yeah. The Touche is cool. The Touche is really cool. It's expensive, it's premium, well built, and it's very cool if you want additional control, definitely. Jason is choking on gas. Yeah, I feel you. Let's see here. Yeah, so I like the Touche. I think it's a cool thing, definitely. Yeah. I've been thinking about doing something with the mini jams and the PO32 or maybe PO20, something like that. Just putting them all together and trying to make something. I think it could work, definitely. I'm going away for a little mini vacation soon, and I'll probably take with me some of the mini jams and make some stuff, definitely. What MIDI controller would you recommend that has solid keyboard action? So if you're working a lot with like Native Instruments stuff, I would recommend the Complete series keyboards, the new ones, the Mark IIs. Those are nice. And otherwise, I know there's some couple of Roland stuff that are really good, but I'm not really the right guy to ask about solid keyboards because I'm not that picky. I like the Complete Control. I think that's nice. It's working, definitely. But if you want like even more solid like keys, like maybe you could look at I think there's like a Roland, is it called the Roland A something? Roland A keyboard. Is that the series people have been talking about? No? I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, I just know that Roland has some very nice MIDI keyboards that people have been recommending. So I would check those out. Definitely. Yeah. So we also did a little bit of a, let's see, we did we did a poll here as well, if you use Twitch TV. Just because I wanted to check out, because I might be streaming on Twitch. Maybe I'll do some more like music streams where I produce music live, something like the Dead Mouse stuff that he does as well. John says, "Hey Bo, did you see that on Cuckoo's channel he did a jam at a video game conference 7 hours. I think he technically beat Gas's challenge. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, yeah, John, definitely. But he did also. I mean, it's kind of semi beating it because it was kind of like a little bit remixy, wasn't it? Like remixing game music tunes. So I'll have to leave it to Gas to judge whether he cleared the challenge. But Cuckoo was a really good sport about the challenge. We talked about it, and the problem with having the kind of grid-based workflow that you have on most more modern sequencers, like on the Digitact and Electron stuff, that you're kind of stuck in this grid-based format with 16 or 64 steps or whatever. And we talked about it, and he totally agreed that it was a challenge. Definitely. Yeah, Matthew, I love the oh, too bad that people didn't talk with him. I didn't know that people didn't. But I suppose it all depends on the venue. But Cuckoo is going to Japan soon for a little tour. That seemed very cool. I think I think he'll have a great time. And let's see, Paul, good seeing you as well. I don't know if I said hello, but Paul LeBlanc, good seeing you as well here. So maybe let's see here. Should I try and plug something in? Let's see if I can do this without breaking something. Let's see if it's doable. I can just. Let's see. I might break something now, guys. I'll probably break something. Let's see if I can use this. Let's see here. Just want to show you guys something from a synth here. So if you're new here, this is a Bo Beats coffee stream. It's basically like a synth hangout. We talk about synths, about music, about this and that, and just hang out for an afternoon. I usually do them on Sundays, every other Sunday. So the other Sunday we do the music review streams. But next Sunday I am away. But maybe I'll live stream when I'm away as well. So let's see if we can manage to get this working. Let's see here. It's always a little bit dangerous setting stuff up on the fly, but let's see here. I'll probably destroy something in the process here, but okay. All right, let's see. Oh, there's input. There's sound. Did you guys hear it? Did you hear sounds? Let me see here if I can. Did you hear some drum sounds? Maybe. Yeah, let's see. I'm just going to pull out my little speaker cable here, or maybe not. Let me see here. I'll probably do like this. Take my other headphones and we'll use them. I heard a bleep too. All right, yeah, it's good. It's good. Let's see here. So basically these are the mini jams, the Volca killers. So I just thought I'd show you some of the sounds I've been making on them. I've basically not been using the synth that much. I've mostly been focused on the drum machine because I think that's the most fun unit. Let's see here. So let's see if I can listen in here. Woo! Yep. Tell me a little bit about the volume, if it's okay. I'm kind of increasing it slowly here so I don't blast somebody's speakers. These are the mini jams. Maybe I can turn it up a little bit more. Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, it's only on the left side. It's because I have let's see, how can I it's only on my left side. Strange that it's on your left. Yeah, it's my sound card. It's these should I use like a mono cable maybe? I'm not sure what will work here. I guess it's let's see here. Let me see if I can. Sorry for if it's crackling. Let's see here if I can do something like this. Okay, let me see if this works, guys. So I have all the cables here. Let's see here. Let's plug this in here, and let's plug those two here, left and right. And we got some crackling. Okay. Let's see if this is any better. Let me turn down the volume here. I'm going to increase slowly. So you guys can hear? Should be stereo now, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the mini jam here. I just made a couple of loops here. All right, good, all fine now. So these are the mini jams, and basically you have these different units here. So this is the, let me just move stuff around a little bit. I can probably tilt this a little bit here. You see me in my little belly. Let's see here. So this is the filter, and you have a hub and you have the waves. So I think you know what? I think I'll see if I can. Okay, here comes some crackling, guys. Oh, nice sound. Nice, lovely sound. Why did it didn't like the... Okay, now it's better. Let's see here. Input. It's always dangerous doing these things live, guys. This is not... I don't recommend doing stuff like this. So, this is the tech drum going through the tech filter. No, Ryan, I haven't ordered the Rhythm Mark II. No. So I'm basically just playing the filter now. So let's go into, so here's a, oh damn, it sounds bad. It's too loud. So I'm just going to clear a pattern here. I can't remember if there's any quick function for clearing an entire pattern on the drum machine, or if you just have to go in and clear every channel here. So I'm going to see if I can manage to make some kind of sound here. Let's see here, perks, cymbals, synth. So let's start with the synth line here. So this has a little synth here, but it doesn't have MIDI. No, that's... Oh, there's a tom or something. Yeah, there's a tom here. So yeah. We have the Bowbeats cup here. And you can parameter lock stuff as well. And you have the pitch and decay, and you have FX here, delay. It's quite fiddly, of course, as you might see here. Just to get something going here, see. Okay, so it's not too loud. You want me to crank it up a bit more, maybe? Let's see if I can crank it up a little bit more. Maybe the volume is better now. You guys have to be the judges. I can't really say if it's... What you can do with the hi-hats here, of course, you can pitch some of the stuff. So you can basically use the hi-hat to make like a percussive sound as well. So these are the mini jams. We're just making a little groove here. Going through the filter, the tech filter. And I think you can, let's see here if I remember, I can't remember the copy, let's see here, change master, copy pattern. Copy pattern, yes, okay, yeah. So we are on, let's see here, we are, I think this is the way you do it. Wait, let's see here. Let's just save and let's copy. Did I just replace something here? I probably messed something up here. These are so fiddly, the controls. Super fiddly. Let's see here. Where were we? We were here. And that was the other one, right? Let's just delete. But as you can see, you can do some really cool sounds with them. You have a synth, you have a cymbal, a perk, toms, clap, hi-hat, snares, kick, and you have a little bit of room to wiggle basically when it comes to making different sounds on them. I do prefer the drum machine to the synth, definitely. I think the synth is a little bit too fiddly. But let's just put something down here. And you have the different effects as well. So you have distortion on the kick. Oh yeah, this sounds cool. And you can live record parameter changes. Yeah, so this is maybe we can turn down the toms. And we can play a little bit with the filter here. So you can see it's pretty cool what you can do with it. And you can of course change the delays and stuff on it as well. So we're going for a square pusher AFX Ronnie Size Inspire album next? Probably not. Yeah, so these are the mini jams. These are coming up in future videos, guys. So just a little and I'm not sure, Paul, what the price will be really on them. If you're going for like individual pieces, I'm not sure. Not sure, but I really dig like the drum machine and the filter are two, and the mixer. This is the hub. I really dig them. I think they're very cool indeed. So Matt, as a kind of last thing, Matt, should we test out the little thing that we've been talking about? Should we test it out, Matt? Are you up for it? Are you up for a test here live on the stream? Are you up for it? Doot. For the secrets, Matt. You probably have to mute the. Let me see here, Matt. I'll send you a little link, Matt, and we can see if it works. Good, Matt. Good thing. Let's see here. Let me see if I can share this. So Matt, can you send me? Do you have Discord, right, Matt? Send me your details on Facebook. Can you send me a message how I can find you on Discord? Because I'm still kind of working out the kinks. So we have been talking about something over on the Patreon forum over on simplysynth.com and previously over on the Coffee Club. And one thing that I'm thinking about doing is having like a how do you say, like a caller thing. So basically I will have a little segment when I live stream sometimes when people can come on to the live stream. JT, maybe you want to come on as well? JT, do you want to? Can you send me if you want to, send me your like nickname or something for Discord. So basically what I've been thinking about doing is setting up a Discord. So sometimes on the live streams, you know, we can just hang out and we can take some questions or just having a little chat between myself and some of you viewers. And for a start, not to get kind of overrun by crazy, it's going to be for patrons. So that's probably something I will do on the live streams like further down the line on, definitely. Yeah, and Discord also works. Discord also have Discord also has integration with Patreon, so that's something I might set up as well. So let me see here if we can check it out. So if you're here and you haven't hit the little like button, please consider that. So let's see here. So I'm not really accustomed to let's see here. I'm going to see if I can find you guys over on Discord. We're basically let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Wait, why can't I? Let's see here if I can send you a. Okay, this should work. So I sent you a link, Matthew. Let's see if that works, Matthew. If you can join in, and I'll send it to you to JT. So we're just starting off here small today. I sent you a link, JT, if you want the Discord link. So this will be something for patrons primarily, just a little hangout, and we can see today if it works or if it just crashes my entire system if nothing works. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see, Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, Matt. Welcome.
Hey,
So
welcome.
I'm just going to see here if it comes through. Can you guys do you guys in the chat? Do you hear Matt? Or did I?
Because I muted YouTube.
Yeah.
I was hearing you twice.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it seems like your audio is coming. Your audio is coming through fine. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So this is Matt, guys. Matt is a moderator over on Synth, and he has been helping me out a great deal, actually, Matt. You also mod now over on the YouTube. So welcome to the Discord.
Thank you. Welcome to.
And so you and I have been, and you you have a kind of a long history working with forums and such. Do you want to tell people a little bit about that?
Yeah, I can. Well, that's relatively easy. In fact, I've been I think I've been moderating forums since I was a moderator in the original Magic the Gathering forums. So that was a very long time ago. I was a moderator for Planet Vampire and Planet Deus Ex at some point. And I worked 10 years for Blizzard as a game master. So yeah, I kind of got a lot of experience handling forums and social networkings.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's super cool. So this seems to work. So let's see here. So I haven't set up anything. I haven't set up anything on the Discord. So guys, we are not taking like today we're not doing like open invites or anything on Discord, basically because I want to see if it works first, basically. So, and it'll probably be limited definitely to patrons for the starts, so just like we've been talking about, Matthew, as well. To keep it a little, because of course, you know, it can get kind of an out of hand, but of course, if it works nicely, we can probably have other people join as well if they have questions or something like that. You know, we could do it. Yeah, we could probably do it for more people as well.
I think we can basically set a channel specifically for patrons and limit access to some channels to some users. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities with Discord.
Yeah,
I think we can get something out of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for example, we could do if people have questions that they want to ask, they could come on to the Discord and talk and so on. But of course, it's maybe, you know, it could of course work with, say, I guess 3, 4, 5 people maybe, but it could also get very noisy quickly, I suppose, as well.
Yeah.
I sent you, JT, I sent you the link on Facebook, JT. So I sent you the link if you want to check
Yeah,
the. Yeah.
I can
So
see him, but it's still offline.
yeah. Tom, good seeing you as well here. So basically, this is just a little test here at the end of the live stream. We are testing out the Discord functionality, and it's something that we've been talking about over on the Patreon forum, over on the simplysynth.com, that maybe it could be fun to have a bit more interactions where I live stream and you guys, viewers, patrons, come on and we talk about something. And of course, it's very much in a beta stage. so
Very
definitely.
experimental case.
Yes, we're just exploring. And Matt, to tell the audience a little bit about yourself, you're a big Reason user, right?
Yeah. I'm one of those weird guys who like to twiddle the knobs a lot. And yeah, but I've been. Well, I started music, computer music about a bit over 20 years ago, I think, with Rebirth. That was the first ever software Propeller Edge did, which was basically TR-303 and TR-808 emulator.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the Rebirth, right? Rebirth.
Yeah.
From Propeller. That's some old school stuff.
And well, basically, I've bought after that a Roland GX305, which I lost when my apartment was flooded. So I've been doing music for nearly 20 years, and I've been slowly taking it back from starting doing a bit of music again. Because after 10 years working in as a game master for Blizzard, now I want to do music and game development.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's Rebirth. That was awesome for the time. And it was pirated at the time, obviously. But yeah, when I started to do music again, I really liked the philosophy of Reason and Propeller Edge in general. So yeah, I bought Reason. I think it was 6.5 at the time, and never really had the time to really learn how to use it, which I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and you've been posting. And are you happy with the new additions in its recent 10? Yeah, so it's Ableton 10 and recent 10, right?
Yeah, both are 10.
Yeah,
both are to the double digit right now. And I'm using Cubase a bit too. Basically rewiring Reason into Cubase because let's say Reason is great for experimenting, but experimenting. Experimenting, but it lacks some, let's say, features. You can't load videos into Reason, for example, which you can do in Cubase.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So since I'm also trying to do YouTube videos and so on, well, lots of stuff right now, I kind of needed something like Cubase in addition to Reason. But I love Reason. Everything I do is in Reason.
Yeah, I've just tried Reason, and I think it's very interesting the way you can really patch and shape the sound and everything. I think it was a very important tool when it came out, but I also think that they didn't really like follow the trend or follow the times. They should have added like much more functionality earlier.
I think I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that in the wrong way, but Dikamichu has a point when he says that they need to overhaul the UI because UI is not scalable at all. And I'm using an ultra wide monitor, and the knobs are
so it's still like very square in the interface. The UI. Yeah.
I love the fact that they try to emulate hardware interface. That's because when I learned music 20 years ago, that's what I have. I worked with some professional in a recording studio, and we had hardware console and so on. So the fact that Reason tries to emulate that is one of the reasons I love it. The fact that you got the back of the instrument and so on too is a great thing. But the UI is not aging in a good way. But I really hope that's what they're going to improve, enhance in the next versions. Usually, Propeller Edge tends to do an 05 version of Reason, and I really hope that O5 will be UI enhancements.
Sorry, what did you say last, Matt?
Sorry, yeah, I heard you clicked on your keypad.
Yeah, yeah, I had to type it with JT.
I really hope that the O5 version, 10.05 version of Reason will be UI enhancements. I think they should swap to vectorial, honestly, because no, it's very tiny. But as I like to say, Reason is really easy to start. And they added VST compatibilities in 9.5, so that's basically you basically have everything you need except video in Reason. And the last edition they did was, I think, cool reminder to the fact that Reason started as a huge instrument rack, and not as a DAW at first.
Yeah, exactly. So I agree that there's. I love the kind of philosophy behind Reason. But I feel that it suffers from something. I feel also sometimes that Fruity Loops suffers from. It's like why don't I know you can do really good stuff in either DAW, of course. You know, it's not limited to what DAW you're using. But I feel like Fruity Loops and Reason, they just, you know, they started out with like one philosophy for the design, and then, you know, they never really, because Fruity Loops also feel like they've just augmented it, you know, added stuff to it. But it's why I love Cubase is because it's a fundamentally well-designed DAW with a lot of functionality. And of course, when they add stuff to it, like they've added the sample track or the smart sample strip or whatever it's called, it just works so nicely because the fundament is really, really good. And I think if they added, I wouldn't be surprised if Cubase at some point added like a clip launcher or clip functionality. But I'm sure if they did it, they would probably do it in a really, you know, a really well-designed way that fits very nicely.
Steinberg, man. They do everything perfectly, basically.
Yeah, I think they're. I mean, compared to say for example, like. They've never like dropped the ball really compared to like Logic kind of fell off. Like a lot of my friends used Logic and that was all the rage, like 10 years ago or something. But then, you know, something happened. I don't know the history really, but I just know that a lot of them switched to Cubase or to Fruit Loops or to Pro Tools or, you know, somewhere else, basically.
I got a funny story. I've got quite a lot of funny stories about that effect, in fact. But one of my friends is working as a, how would I say that? Audiovisual virtual editor, I think in English. Basically, is editing movies, videos and soundtracks and so on. And when he was in school nearly 20 years ago, everybody worked with the same tools. I think it was Cubase already at the time, maybe Pro Tools or Logic, I don't remember which one. And right now, a few months ago when I asked him for advice, he told me to stay away from everything using iLock, because basically they're using the same software, authentication software since the 90s. It's crap. It's totally crap.
But I really, let's see, is it iLock for Cubase now?
Nope. No, Cubase is using its own thing.
But I think the Cubase thing is totally okay. But I think it's
cool. You just need to have the key because the standard version of Cubase, the cheapest one can be authenticated with software authentication, but you need hardware authentication for the artists, which I use on the Pro. I think we use the Pro. Yes, both versions use the USB key.
Yeah, I really don't like having a USB key. It's super annoying, to be honest. That's one thing I totally dislike. But I did, you know what? I did strike. I did get lucky because with my Zoom, the new Zoom H6 that I bought, I got a license for Cubase LE. So now at least I have a non-dongle version of Cubase that I can run on my laptop. So that's nice.
It's very limited, but I think one of the things is since Cubase use VST for everything.
My daughter just came in here.
Since Cubase use VST for everything, I have to have the key for Cubase inserted in my USB hub when I want to use Cubase instruments into Reason,
Yeah.
which is annoying. And Reason has been using a key for a lot of time, but now you can register your license on your computer. It's limited to 3 computers, and after that you have to renew the license, but you can do that. And since you can, let's say, rent some instruments and effects for Reason, you still need an internet connection. So yeah, it's not the best of worlds anyway. And that's kind of funny because I'm in a Facebook group for Reason users, and the last Reason version that didn't use any kind of authentication was Reason 5, and a lot of users are, strangely enough, using Reason 5. So I can see why the developers will try to add authentication devices to their software, because the pirating is still rampant.
Yeah, I'm trying to get JT here into the chat as well. I'm not sure. What's up.
I think I think he's online, but I don't think he's into the
Can you
channel.
see if you can find him or talk to him? Maybe message him and see if we can work it out. So let's see here. I'm just going to say hello. Paul, you were a Logic guy. Paul, why did you switch, Paul, from Logic? You might wanna. I'm curious. But you're in Ableton now, Paul, right? Mr. Basic, good seeing you as well. Vikramin, good seeing you as well. So basically, guys, if you just join in, this is kind of the end of the live stream, or we're wrapping stuff up a little bit, but we're testing out Discord for the live stream. So my idea is to kind of bring people into Discord and see if people, if we basically patrons come in here, we can have a little chat as part of the live stream, and that could probably be a fun thing we can do more on regular, maybe even bring people in that are not patrons, depending on if we have any current topics that we want to discuss. And JT, you're here now, JT.
Yeah, JT, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Can you say something?
Yeah, I'm here. How you guys doing?
Hello, JT. So JT is one of the supporters of the stream and a good friend. We're just testing out the live stream. So what time is it where you're at?
It's 10:17.
Yeah,
Whoa.
okay. Yeah, so
I'm fixing some issues with some very big lag echo, but I think I've got it fixed now. So
yeah, we're on a like European server here on Discord, so that could of course be somewhat of an issue as well.
Yeah, I'm getting live from Discord, and I'm getting about a 10-second delay from the live stream. So I muted the live stream, so now I can hear the Discord.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
So how you guys doing?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Have you been up to some music today, or what have you been doing?
I have been watching the sun. It's early here. I'm in North Florida, Texas, as a lot of you guys in the chat know, because we are all part of the patrons and coffee group. But it's only about 10:18 this morning, so caught the live stream, and haven't really been doing much this morning except having coffee and watching the live stream with this dude Bo Beats. He's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you should check him out.
Yeah, you should hit that like button. Slap that like button, or else the Americans will come and get you.
So we were talking the other day, and those little things that you have there, right? Those you said would annoy would annoy me, because the way that I make music and everything. But those actually look pretty fantastic. They actually sounded quite good. I was amazed.
So I can play a little bit if somebody's new here. Let's see. Hey, I think you can.
I really hope they keep the price really low. Like, I think the pre-order right now is at 145 euros, which is kind of low. It's less expensive than a Volca.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, I think you get the entire set with the synth and the drum machine and the filter and the little speaker. This is the speaker that I was fiddling with earlier. and you get it for like, is it 150 euros or something?
145. I was checking the pre-order area, so 145 for the 4 blocks.
Yeah, you sent me the picture of those the other day, but I've been playing with this app, and I know you're not the big iPhone guy, but there's somebody in the chat. I think it was Tony, one of our normal guys from the Coffee Clutch, turned me on to Caustic, and so I've been watching a lot of these Caustic 3 tutorials now. Bo and Matthew and Tony, they all know I'm an old school guy, so I have a very difficult time with this grid-based stuff and the DAW stuff because I used DAW just as a regular, like 4-track reel-to-reel back in the 80s and the 90s and stuff, and I had my workstation keyboards, the Yamaha V50 and the Roland and the U20 for the sampler and that sort of stuff. Now that technology is obviously way gone in today's thing. So you get the grid-based stuff, but for some reason, the Caustic 3 makes sense to me. It just clicks. And so for $9, this thing sounds fantastic. And now I think they have an iOS version. I'm not sure. I'm using mine on Android. I've got a tablet and a thing, and I think they also have a Windows-based version, which I might try. But for $9 and the way that it sounds, it is absolutely fantastic. And for anybody out there who's old school like I am, who's new and trying to get into this stuff, I do not know why that clicks for me. But if you guys are having a hard time like I do with the grid-based stuff, now I'm learning because Bo's got a lot of really good I met Bo through finding him with the circuit videos. So he's got a lot of amazing circuit videos if you're getting into that sort of thing. That's how I got started in the channel. But this Caustic thing, for some reason, clicks in my brain. That makes no sense, but it is a fantastic way to start. And now I'm starting to see how that relates to with like Ableton Live. And I'm going, oh, well, this is how this stuff works.
Yeah. I think it's important to find stuff like that, that just, like you say, clicks with you, that makes sense. Because like we've been talking about this, your struggles with the circuit and coming into this grid-based workflow. And I think it's just this kind of, on a very conceptual level, it can be daunting to
when you try to learn it, and you're coming up against a roadblock, it can wind up being really frustrating. But then when you find that, I hate to use the term drug as an analogy, but when you find that gateway drug, right, and you play with that, and even though it might be really simple, and I'm just really saying this for the people out there that are watching, with my struggles, I'm hitting that brick wall, so you get frustrated. And you can only be frustrated for so long, and then you turn around and you put the stuff down. I bought all this wonderful Novation gear, did not know what I was doing when I did it. I wound up with a lot of gear that I can see now where I'm going to use it in the future because I found this gateway thing. But I kind of put all that stuff up and said, look, I got my guitar, I've got the Impulse 49, and I can make a piano sound come out of the Live Light. And, well, that's just me 20 years ago. And I want to do this new stuff. Now I found this gateway thing, and it starts to click, and I'm going, whoa, this is going to, now I can see where the Base Station 2 in the future is going to be an awesome tool. Where the I bought the Novation, what is it? Not the Ultra, but the Mini Nova. Now that's obviously a different tool than a monosynth. That's kind of I don't want to use a bad word, but it's a bastardized FM / monosynth, right? Is that what you would classify it? I don't know, but I can see where that is an amazing tool. Now I can see where I can put all these things together instead of just using them as individual little like pianos that make different sounds, which is kind of the way I was going to go about it. Now this Caustic 3 app has opened a whole world of, okay, now I'm reinvigorated. Now I'm reinterested in it. And I just hope like the new people out there that might be facing the frustrations I was, find your like gateway thing. And then don't get frustrated. Just keep banging your head against the wall because like Matthew's helped me out, Tony's helped me out, Bo's helped me a ton. So, and even still I got frustrated. Now I'm ready to like dig everything all out and just jump in.
Yeah. And I think it's very true. And I see a lot of people in the chat here says the same thing, that, the struggles you can have. And when I bought my first Electron, it was the analog keys that is sitting over there. It did take me a while to kind of not I could use it because I understood the theory behind it, with the step sequencing and all. But it's taken me like a year to really get accustomed to the way you kind of work with it. And of course I'm motivated by learning to help others learn as well. So I think if it was just for my own music, I think I would have hit a roadblock, earlier, because it does take time sometimes when if you don't click like very quickly, or if it's something that's a little bit convoluted.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of guys here in the chat that have put music out to listen to, and I got to say that's also been very motivational for me. Now I can't speak to anybody other than me, but to hear people that are willing to put their music out, and we've got such a nice group of people that sit and give positive feedback and positive advice, and that helps, at least in my case, break me out of my shell where I've got 15, 20 songs in my brain. I'm trying to get them from my brain to my ear, because I know what they sound like in my head. Now I'm just trying to get them down where I can play them back as an MP3 or something, and then to turn around and share them. When we've got such a great group like this, it makes it very easy, and you don't want to like hide and revert back into your shell. So, I mean, the whole thing is pretty great. I like it anyway.
Yeah, that's very cool. Let's see here. I was thinking about something. Yeah, I think also, having the Discord that we now set up and trying it out during different live streams is a fun way as well to interact, because I feel with the review streams and with, my channel in general, one thing that I really want to promote, and, it's kind of a philosophy that I think is sometimes lacking on YouTube, is the kind of, how do you say, kind of a non-professional approach to music. It's like you say, JT, it's like, and I know you too, Matt, you're in this stage where you're developing and you want to express yourself through music and video and finding out different, approaches and, finding your own way. And sometimes I think people, especially on YouTube and on different social media platforms, are so focused on the kind of professional aspect, how to make it a career or how to make professional products. And sometimes I feel like there's a huge group of people that just want to, enjoy their own music, that might not even have an idea about, getting famous or anything. It's just a way to connect with other people and a way to express yourself. And like you say, JT, kind of get out of your shell in a way. And I think that's
music can be fantastically cathartic. If people can understand where I'm coming from with that. And guys, this I don't want to sound like an advertisement, but this simplysynths.com forum is absolutely fantastic. We got a much larger group of people that interact than we ever did in the Patreon channel that was part of Face Group. And those people who aren't Patreons, I guess they never really saw that. We were very interactive, but we had a small group. We have an exponentially larger group of people that are much more active, and it's well worth it for advice, sharing music, just playing around with memes on studios and poking fun at everybody. Yeah. the cat studio memes are they kind of go crazy, and the little joking and stuff. But aside from the camaraderie of it all, there is so much potential with the people that are out there with the knowledge that they have. I mean, you might be the best mathematician in the world, but that doesn't mean that you can't still learn about math. And I think that rule applies, across any and every genre. So if anyone's ever interested in really getting down and dirty and being able to have a communications platform that's 24/7, 7 days a week. Everybody, I mean, Matthew is super active in there. I've been on and off. Tony's active in there. Bo, obviously, it's his thing. He's active in there. But there's tons of advice, tons of camaraderie, and I think that's really what all of this stuff is about, especially with the live streams. I mean, the Coffee with Bo Beats, we're all here not necessarily to learn something. We're here for the camaraderie and the synth talk and all of that. So,
yeah, my you know, I've already learned you all. I know, you know, it went kind of quick. The first 15 minutes this stream, and then the knowledge was gone. No, I'm just kidding. So I just want to say, hey, Subhuman. Let's see here. Was there anybody else new here? Tony is back, I think, or if you left, I'm not sure if you left earlier, Tony. But and Heathcliff says, Bo, you should do a Sonic Talk type podcast. So we did a podcast. I think you know Heathcliff. And Matt and JT, you've seen it probably as well. The Low Pass podcast.
Yeah.
And the thing with podcasts, it's that's why I'm doing the interviews at the moment, because podcasts, you know, there's a, you know, you need a regularity to it, and there's a lot of I think it looks kind of simple to do a podcast, but just doing the podcast with two Swedish guys that I, you know somewhat privately, Jacob Hack and Accurate from Accurate Beats, that was difficult enough. Because the problem is, of course, with scheduling conflicts and so on. So what we've been talking about in the Patreon group is to have Discord as a way to have kind of more of an improvised podcast format, where we can talk about different topics depending on what's actual. So for example, I can imagine, say, when NAMM is happening, I guess it's later this year, or if it's in the beginning of next year, I'm not sure. But if we can imagine that, that would probably be a good time to have patrons on, for example, on the Discord to talk about the news, talk about the exciting stuff that's going on over on that show, for example.
That's January for the next NAM right now.
Sorry, what did you say, Matt?
The next NAM will be in January.
Yeah, it's January. Yeah, exactly. So that would be cool, you know, to hang out. And the reason I think a Discord and basically like let's see here, CJ says that great YouTube radio show, it's looking great. Thank you, CJ. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for at the moment, that it's that live casts are basically a little bit like live radio, I suppose, in the sense that it's a little less structured.
Well, we've got, I don't know if you know this, but let's see, I've got a TeamSpeak server as well. So gamers are really into one of the three things. First of all, what you were talking about before with Twitch, you'll find a lot of the Twitch users are gamers, at least in my experience. TeamSpeak 3, I still run my TeamSpeak 3 server, but I actually switched over to Discord about a year and a half ago, but I'm a big gamer. So you'll find anybody who's part of your group. Now I know, I think you said you were gonna keep it for the Patreon thing, but I'm gonna say one thing. The YouTube lag from the live stream, you have to mute the live stream, because even the video lag, Discord is instant. There is definitely a huge delay with the thing, so you're gonna
of course, if you're on the Discord, you have to mute the live stream, that's for sure. And I have basically what I'm saying to you guys is what I'm saying to the stream, so there's no difference. I don't have push to talk or anything.
Yeah, I'm not using push to talk.
Yeah, I'm basically just
Not either. Which is bad.
Well, I don't know.
Everyone in my gaming groups tends to use push to talk because they don't like to have parasite noise in the background. So yeah, they kind of insult me when I'm not using push to talk, but yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, so guys, I think that we are going to end the live stream pretty shortly. So I'm going to let's see here. I'm going to mute the Discord for now. So JT and Matt, if you just stick around in the Discord, and we can talk a little bit about after the live stream. So I'm just going to end the live stream for now.
Okay.
So say goodbye to people.
See ya.
Yep.
All right, guys. So this was a little first attempt here at using the platform here on Discord, just to bring on some patrons to talk a little bit about stuff. And today we've been talking about the touch E, the touch E, and the mini jams. So that's basically. DC. Basically, the Discord will be Patreon only to start with. And we might bring people on that are not patrons. Basically, we gotta keep a tight lid on it, so it doesn't go out of hand to start with. We need to figure out how we are going to use it for the live streams. But maybe if we're talking about a specific topic, we can bring somebody on and so on. But it's just a fun little thing that we're experimenting with. So guys, this has been a little Bo Beats live stream here this Sunday. I'm basically doing live streams every Sunday, music review streams. The next one is on the 26th. The link, if you check the description, there's information about the next review stream. So if you want to check that out, you can go and do it. And next weekend I'll probably not live stream because I'll be away. I might do some kind of live stream when I'm at my hotel or something. It depends on my mood and if there's anything to talk about. But I'm going to visit some nice music stores, so maybe I have some fun tools and some fun synths and so on to check out. So maybe I'll do a little live stream next week as well. So guys, if you are interested in becoming a patron and getting access to the Simply Synth forum, you basically go to patreon.com/BoBeats. And Katuro, good seeing you as well. And you can become a patron for $1 every month or more, depending on what kind of rewards you want. And as a patron, you also get access to the forum, and you can also join. I'm not saying like the Discord thing is irregular. Don't think that it'll be every single time and every week. Depends a lot about how it goes and kind of where we take it, but that's basically it. So guys, I'm going to do a little intro here, and then I'm off. So guys, have a super weekend, have a great Monday. Tomorrow, new video coming out, and on Thursday another video. So stick around on the channel and have a great day.